Welcome back to Block by Block. This episode we are looking into the advanced pipes in redpower. We looked at the basic pneumatic tubes and the transposers last episode, so this episode we're going to look into the other flavors of tubes that come in redpower. Now, we used this system last episode when we were discussing that tubes send inventories based on length. Basically, we'll send it to the first available inventory. We talked about how this one was full of chests, so it won't be able to receive a piece of cobble. This one was receiving the piece of cobble because it was the closest, and this one's empty because it didn't receive anything. Well, you can see, since then I've put this pipe on this chest that has this weird gray band. Now this is called a restriction tube. A restriction tube counts as 1,000 blocks. So basically, when I send this piece of cobble through here, it's going, which is shorter, 1,000 blocks or 3 blocks? And of course it's going to go for 3 blocks. So this restriction tube is an easy way to set up something like a fail-safe chest. Basically, if you only want items to go to this inventory if all else fails, you can set up a nice little restriction tube for something like that. Now, the next one is Redstone Tube. Now, we talked previously about how you have to send a redstone signal into these transposers to get them working. Well, if you have a whole system of transposers, it'd be a real pain to try to wire up something convoluted, so you can actually just use these pipes that themselves carry redstone signal. You can actually see that these pipes look as if they're connected to this button, and that's because they are. So if I push this button, you'll see it lights up, and it activates both of these transposers, which send cobble out of their inventories, out of these inventories, and into this one down here. Now, the final new pipe we have to talk about is slightly more complicated. It is the Magtube pipe. So we can see we have some cobble in there, and if you're traveling long distances, you don't want the item to take forever. So using mag pipes and accelerators, you can go whoosh. See how fast that flew by us right there? Let's try it again and watch it from down here. So see, it flies by super fast in these mag tubes. So basically, these mag tubes are basically magnetic tubes. They create frictionless motion. And to do this, you need an accelerator. You have to attach an accelerator to normal tubes because these mag tubes don't even connect to inventories, and they also don't connect to normal tubes. So to get them to go into mag pipes, you have to use an accelerator. And you can see if you throw an accelerator down like this, that it doesn't even light up. So we'll just go ahead and throw down our tubes like so. Oh, okay, so this is facing the wrong way, and this is where screwdrivers come in handy for rotating the direction of your machine. Come on. Okay, let's try this again. What is your problem? There we go. Okay. So you have to put your mag tube down and right click to connect it like that, and you get this little fancy mag tube in the middle. And like I said, mag tubes don't connect to inventories or normal pipes. So you have to use these accelerators in between mag pipes, normal pipes, and inventories to accelerate the items and then to decelerate them back into this pipe. Now, the question is, what is the texture difference? Why is this one all dull looking and why is this one all cool and lit up? Well, that is because these fancy accelerators use power. So I just have a bat box set up with some solar panels and a bat box set up with some solar panels here to power them. And actually, they only need power to accelerate items, not to deaccelerate items. So if I get rid of this, put an accelerator back in, come on, there we go, and then send an item out, whoosh, you can see it still deaccelerates the item without having to be powered. So if you aren't using an accelerator for both acceleration and deacceleration, and you're only using it for deacceleration, You don't necessarily have to power it, but come on, who doesn't want this cool glowing ring? So that is the advanced type of pipes that redpower has to offer for item transportation. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you guys in the next block by block. Toodles!